So hello lovely humans, I have finally decided to make a video on my locks just to share my experiences that I've had with locks, why I got locks, and just a couple things. Now, I was on New Year's Eve, I was with this mixed guy. His mom is I don't like to say black because your skin color is brown, but you guys call yourself black Americans and things like that. So his mom is and his dad is white, so he's mixed and stuff like that. And I was with him on New Year's for my content, for my video, and he ended up being on the phone with this other, I'm going to call him black because he's lacking in sense. So for people that are lacking in sense, I'm going to still call you black because you're lacking in sense. But this video is about locks, but this story that I'm about to tell you is what motivated me to make the video today. So they were on the phone, the mixed guy, and now he's a little older, so his hair, he had to cut it off because he's getting like a receding hairline. So he was on the phone with this black American guy, and he was roasting him. He was trying to roast him about his hair, about how he shaded off. And then, he had started talking. He was like, at least my hair was good, the good hair. It's not my hair. I didn't need weave and stuff like that. He started talking, and I'm like laughing about what's going on, And then the black American guy, he proceeded to say, he said, I'm gonna get locks so that my hair can get long. And I'm just like, really? And this is why I decided to make it, because I've heard so many stuff of them saying ignorant things out of their mouths. And don't worry about what's on my face right now. If you want to know what happened with this, then go see my video I just uploaded and you will know about this. It's just a thing, it's aspirin to help with scars and stuff like that. But I'm very still confident, so I don't mind making my video like this, because there's many people that put white paint on their face. So anyways, so back to the story. So he started talking. I'm like, what is going on? And I've heard this before. So when I was younger, now mind you, I'm Caribbean and I'm also indigenous. My mother is a beautiful chocolate woman. My mother, I've always, when she was younger, she probably wore braids, she told me. But all my life, when she had me, I saw her wear her natural hair. She got her hair done by the Egyptians, and she had a nice length, and like not even Africa, in the American community, in Africa and Caribbean, y'all, they do that too a lot because so many women wear weaves. There's women on TikTok that have to, for people to show that they wear weave and stuff like that. That they're not wearing weave. They have to do all this stuff to prove to people that that's their hair, because people think they're lying because they're so insecure about their hair. They think someone else is lying about theirs, and this is not true. And I made a video on TikTok about this girl having to do that. So people were touching her hair thinking it was weave and stuff like that. And so I grew up with a very different experience. I know for a fact that they were lying and saying that dark-skinned women are ugly, because my mother is very fucking beautiful than Latino women I've seen. I don't even want to call them out, but I have an issue with Latinos because they have been demonically attacking me, like spiritually. So I've just made a video about that. So this is the reason why I'm roasting them. But she is. And my mother also was in her brother. She has a brother that's a light color, so he's light colored as well. So yeah, I have it very much so different, and I'm looking for this video of this woman. See right here.
I am not Indian. I am 100% black. This is my natural long hair. When I culture.
So I had to make a video. She's on TikTok. She's a East African girl, and there's tribes in Africa that have long hair and have hair growth and growing secrets. Your hair is able to grow if you just do the right thing with it, and just stop ignoring it. It's able to grow. It will, of course, it takes some process and patience, but it can happen. So back to that, I just wanted to show you that video on TikTok, and also that you can go. Her name is East African Secret Beauties, Hair Beauties. And she shows on there, East African, East African Secrets.
I am not Indian.
Okay, and if you go to the link in her thing on TikTok, or you can just type it in, it would show you the products if you want to get it for your locks and stuff like that. And I'm gonna get into the products that I use. But anyways, one day me and my mother, we were on the bus. And my mother has that. You obviously tell my hair is a different texture. Her, don't know why. So one day we were on the bus and stuff like that, and now these black American guys, these two black American guys, the bus driver and another guy, were speaking to each other. And I don't know why I remember this, because I've had seizures and I forgot a lot of things that have happened in my life. But I find that the reason why I remember this, my brain remember this story, so that I can share it with you today. And this is why I believe I still remember it. Now, we were on the bus, and I was very young at the time. This was before I got locks in my hair. And they were like, you know, these black American guys, he was saying that they get locks in their hair because they're insecure. Now, I don't want to have to be calling these black American males out, but there are a lot of these black American males that are on disrespecting their women. I don't even like to say their women, because that's not their property and they do not belong to them. This is why people keep on getting upset when they see somebody with a different race. Y'all have to get out of y'all heads. You do not belong to them. So it's wrong when you up online talking about these women like that. They are not your property, so you don't have no right to speak about these women like that, because they are very much so going online saying that American women are at the lower ranking. That's a very much so lie. Actually, it's told by white men in the media that the American women, the brown American women, are actually surpassing the men, and they're going to jail and killing each other and doing all that stuff. So for someone to say that, you know, I know that these men are insecure. So this is why I've come online, because you guys, they'll say whatever. They'll say everything out of their mouth, talk about women, be misogynistic, before they admit that they are still upset about slavery. They would do all of that because the males like to, you know, they act like they don't have no feelings, and they obviously do. They just they have a way of masking it. We're not fake like men are. If you read the book 48 Laws of Powers, men are just better at masking their emotions. We are more realer than them. We're more real, like we're just realer than them. So we just let you know how we're feeling. Versus what Mel would do. So this is why I'm going online, because I'm really tired of hearing all this stuff, because I can see right through these black American men. I have been around these black American men. No, I've never touched them or dated them. I'm not interested in that, having a relationship with any of them, because they have exposed their insecurities to me, told me how insecure they were about having big nose, their hair, and all types of this stuff. This black American male tried to compare his locks length to mine. I don't want my locks at a very long length. This is not why I got locks. So what I'm talking about for y'all, this is what I'm seeing, y'all. This is not why I got locks. I got it because it looks like braids, and I wanted to have natural braids in my hair because they're my favorite. So anyway, so yeah, so they were on the bus doing that, and I got my locks like when I was 18 or something. So I've had my locks for like five years or something. I really don't count, because I'm not really, people be like, oh my gosh, it's a lock journey. And this is why I'm the realest one to do it. So this is why I finally wanted to bless you guys. And please hit that like button so this video can circulate around. Not for my benefit, because I'm not getting paid for it, but so it can, if you don't like it, or YouTube is not going to know that it's wanted to be watched, and it's not going to be put out there as it needs to be. And I find that I will advise you, because I will show you other YouTubers that I use, that I will advise and recommend for you. But this video, I find it's the most realist video for anybody that wanted to get locks or starting it, especially these black American males. So I will be the best person to for this video, because not a lot of women, they're being sweet to you guys. I have seen too many ignorant things online with these black American males being insecure. I'm not going to, I'm going to be very blunt. Since they're trying to be blunt, I'm going to be very blunt. I'm going to expose a lot of things that I found out. So this is before you get locks and things like that, what you should want to know. So I got, mine a few years after that and things like that. There's even people that says, isn't locks for boys? No, locks are not for boys. They literally look like braids. Locks look like braids, and how can they be for boys when they have fox locks? No, women, we have different ways that we can do our locks that make it obviously seeming like it's meant for us. Now, it can be versatile, like other races, they grow their hair long like they're women. So yes, you can have locks. For women that think, oh, you don't want locks because you're going to look like a boy, that's all in your mind, and you need to stop being insecure. You're not going to look like a boy. And while you and stop calling the beginning of your lock stage ugly. Stop being insecure. I like being chocolate. I hate that I have to be a part of people that have all these insecurities. And then this is why I have to stop being around. When I grew up around the black Americans, they say so much racist, insecure things. I have had in my adult years, since I've been 21, I've had to cleanse a lot of things that they have been saying, that they said, because it's very disgusting. Like, they're upset with racism, but they're like really very racist. So these people really confuse me, and they have a lot of healing to do. And instead they like to make jokes about it, and they become popular making jokes, making fun of themselves, so they don't think anything they're doing is wrong. Y'all are continuing racism, so I don't see how you want it to end when you are the continuers of it. you continue racism. You do it to yourself. You cannot ask white people to stop something that you do yourself. I've had more racist things said by black Americans, saying ignorant things about how they look. Beautiful chocolate girls coming out saying that people are saying that they don't like dark skin when they are dark themselves. You're just saying that you're insecure. You're not hurting my feelings. You are exposing yourself as an emasculated man, and you're not an alpha male, so I can never be attracted to you. Go with that person so you can give them hell in their life. I don't need you. I've been with a lot of white men that love this chocolate skin. Now, this is why I had to go out. But so this is why I fortunately had to make it. So don't think that your locks there's an ugly stage. You need to. This is like the most funnest hairstyle that I've ever had. I even started putting flowers in my hair. I know that this is what you would see little girls wearing when they're younger, but I'm very creative and I don't care if it's not. There's no age limit on this. It looks like a flower and it looks really pretty in my hair. So if y'all want for females, do what I do. This is why I started experiencing, because I wanted my hair to look still more girly, and I make so many beautiful styles, like so many styles that like when I cannot have my locks boring. I have to have something in my locks. It just does not interest me to have boring locks. I just cannot do it plain after I'm done. Like, this is not even the coolest thing that I've done with my hair. I have yeah, bro, I have done some really cool things. I have punted like stuffed animals in my hair, all around my hair. It has been really cool. I have done some really cool things. So you just have to be very creative, and just don't be afraid to step outside the box and don't care about what people say. Humans, they all need healing. No one is perfect to even be talking about anybody. A lot of ignorant people are very loud for no reason at all. They don't need to be talking, and things like that. So one thing I would say is, do not get locks for length. It's more to it, just having length. You have to take care of the hair. You need to really like locks. Like, you must take care of it. Like, I dyed my hair with turmeric, and I advise, just dyeing your hair too much. That's not, it's not good. That's why I dyed mine with turmeric. It's gonna wash out, doesn't stay. But yeah, just dyeing your hair too much is just too much for your hair. You need to find a natural way to dye your hair. And this is another thing about locks, that you can still put like wigs on there, not for a long time. And this is what I advise, to if you want to be versatile with your hairstyles. If you want a different color in your hair, maybe just, it's okay. Like, people always want to talk about somebody wearing weave and stuff like that. It's okay. Like, I've seen white women wear weave, all types of people. It's only y'all that like to talk about it. And you say, well, they don't really need it. Some people do. Cancer is very real for all races. Cancer is not racist. It's best for you to, instead of dyeing your hair too much, to probably wear hair extensions. Make sure that hair that you're wearing is not demonic. You need to cleanse the energy. Just like the digital loctician, she recommended saging your hair, and I'm going to be getting some sage to do that, to cleanse the negative energy out of your hair, and things like that. There's a lot of myths about locks. Some people say, having negative energy, you've had negative energy, that affects your hair, and things like that. So it's just a lot more to looking locks than just getting it because you want to look cool and stuff like that. The fact that men are insecure about your hair when you really should not be having any, that really just is so weird to me. I don't know if it's because y'all mothers. My mother was different. I didn't see the stuff y'all seen. So the fact that y'all are, maybe it's because your mothers or something in the house, they didn't have love for their hair. So most of y'all don't have any fathers. So maybe just seeing your mother like this, maybe it hurts you. It did something to you. I don't see how y'all have insecurities, because there's no other race, unless they have afro in them, that can make waves. And I thought waves was the cooler hairstyle. It's very cool. But somehow y'all don't like it. I guess y'all don't like it. Y'all want to get locks now because you want to look like every other person. These rappers and these rappers and things like that. You need to have your own identity. A lot of y'all are very emasculated, and you are, and you still like to run your mouth disrespecting people like no one can roast you. There are things that can be said about you too. So you just calm down, like just really have self-love for yourself before, don't be sticking your penis in everybody, knowing you don't love your stuff, making a bunch of more babies that people cannot feed. Just like really calm down. So I'm making videos about my experience with locks, but I'm also giving you guys guidance, because these things needs to be said, and they're very annoying. This is why I cannot hang around Black American guys, because y'all say a lot of racist things. Call your hair nappy. I don't call my hair nappy. My hair it's called detangled, sometimes tangled, whatever you want to call it. But y'all have happy nappy, you know, y'all become proud of like things that are really derogatory, very rude. I'm not interested, you know, in being called those type of things because I have self-love for myself. And I like my hair and my body very much so. There are things that the reason why we have hair like this is because we're nine ether beings and we get our energy from the sun. This is why our hair grows up and not down. So there's a lot of things that you need to learn. This is about your hair. This is what I had to do because as a child, you know, I've had the same things. My mom would straighten my hair. She always straightened it because she straightened her hair. I would get in the water and it would pop back up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is some very interesting hair. I've always been like very curious about it. It's very interesting hair, and there are many beautiful hairstyles that come from us having this hair. We have singlet twists. Well, I'm naming things for girls, but you know, you guys have waves. We got singlet twists. We got Fulani braids. We have braids with hearts in there. We are very creative with our hair. So the fact that y'all are insecure about like actually the thing that makes you the most beautiful is really weird, bro. And this is, a lot of people are not going to tell you things as I'm going to say it, but I'm not going to be blunt. I'm going to be very blunt because I'm irritated with a lot of things that have happened on this earth, and I'm not no longer going to be quiet about things that are very stupid. I'm going to be even more louder than these ignorant people. Y'all want to be loud and be wrong? I'm going to be loud and be right. So we have that going on. It just really just cleanse yourself in your thinking. You know, when you see these things that they put in our head, you know, it's weird. And this is why some people in Africa are very cocky about their music versus you guys' music, because in the industry there's a lot of colorism, they say, and it's not white people that's doing it. Sometimes it's just the black American guys themselves that's doing it because they're happy that they finally have access to something that they did not have. So they want to, what y'all like to say, stunt, call you guys as flexors and things like that. So, and you watch Afro beats, and you're noticing they have more natural beauty with women. Even if it's extension, it still is an Afro textured hair. Y'all are very colorist, and then you know you don't have like really the natural beauty in there. And those women look very beautiful. They didn't need all that extra stuff that y'all have in these women in the videos to get to be beautiful. They look very gorgeous. So this is why they have this straight cockiness, because some people say that the Americans help them feel good about feeling black. I don't know what African person would say that, because I would think that Africa would be very proud because the women that they're showing in the video versus these American people, because they're not really proud just because they're screaming black and I'm proud. You know, being proud about things that are very rude. Is your color the color of black? Does your skin color? I've seen very dark chocolate people. I've never seen someone that's black though. Does your skin match the color black? Like, no, it does not. It does not at all. So also, if you do decide to get locks, it's best to really before study the products that are best with your locking in your hair before you even get locks. Not everything is good for locks. Some things will dry it off. You know, even with the hair, like the hair, depending on what kind of water you have, your water system, it can dry out your hair. So it's like even like alkaline water, using that, getting like alkaline water, you know, and washing your hair with that and just pour it in there because it has a pH level that might be best for you to wash your hair, because that's what I'm going to be start doing to washing my hair with the water I buy instead of the water that that's in my bath. And Dr. Locs, I would recommend her. Dr. Locs, she has really great products. When I started using her locks, her products for locks, my hair, I felt it more like a softer bounce to it, and it's really great. In the beginning when I had locks, I was just being like, I was still young and I was being a hippie, doing reggae shit, smoking ganja, doing all that type of stuff. I was not caring and tending to my locks. That's why it's not at the length that, because it would have been if I took care of it right here under my boob. So it's not there because I did not take care of my hair, and I was not using the right products in my hair in the beginning of the time. Hence, this is the reason why I did not want to make a video, because I'm not a pro lock person, but I have locks and I have experience, and this story was still needed to be shared. So, you know, that as well. And also, I know it, like, as humans, we have a habit of scratching our hair. If it itch with our nails, it's best to massage it instead of scratching it. Like, I would take my knuckles and instead of scratching it, and massage it to increase blood flow to the area. That will be best because increasing blood flow to your scalp is being said to increase growth. So instead of scratching it, you can remember to not use your nails, but massage it. Massage it to increase blood flow to that area instead of scratching it, which is what I've been doing as well. Right now, for my products I'm using, I have CHEBE hair tonic, which is from Africa, and it's a hair growth thing that they use in Chad. I got it from Etsy, and I'll like put the descriptions in there of the things that I'm using. So I have got that from Etsy. So that's just the main thing I want you to take from this video, because I'm about to end it right now. If you don't remember to hit the like button, please, so everyone that sees, because there's more people that want to get locks. Because a lot of women, they see me doing my styles with my hair. They all of a sudden they want to say, oh, I want locks. Then I've been thinking about getting locks. If you want them, get them. It's really annoying because these insecurities are being expressed online, and then these other girls. This is why I have an issue with the Latinos right now with their demon ass, is because they think that they have a one up on somebody because of straight hair. Straight hair does not make you pretty, because I've seen a lot of people that they don't look pretty. And I don't like to talk about people being pretty or ugly. I actually want this Miss Universe stuff to stop. Not for my benefit, but it's children that have Down syndrome and born with cancer, all colors of kids, and they don't have hair on their head. I think it's wrong for children to for these children, these birth defects that keep happening, to kind of put a standard or priority on the way someone looks, because that's not right. They don't have a choice on how they're coming out. So, it's a lot of products and food that are making affecting women and their eggs. So it's not cool. I don't like to say that, but this is very true. It has to be said, because these insecurities y'all are saying, it's being now people are annoying it and stuff like that. And this is why some people like to remain ignorant and ghetto, because if they don't, because for you to be ignorant and ghetto, that means you don't really know anything, basically. And this is why they like to stay that way, because they don't want to be hearing these things and getting their feelings hurt, because somebody is always saying something about Coco people. This Tila Tequila girl who looks like a terrible, and I've had sex with Asian men, but this girl looks terrible for the audacity. And you chose people that probably have alopecia and a lot of things wrong with their hair. You did not choose women that have long hair. So it was just, I'm watching these videos, I'm like, y'all are very jealous of us. So they get jealous because most Coco women, to be honest, look better than they do with their own hair. So these women get jealous of the women, and they always want to talk about somebody's hair. Oh, you need our hair to look pretty. No, that's a lie, because you have your hair and you don't look pretty. So no, I don't want to have to say it like this, but it has to be said, unfortunately, because these people really are very ignorant. So I'm gonna show you roasting, okay? Don't come for people. It's not that. This is not coming for Coco people season. And these men don't worry about these men protecting you. You do it yourself. Basically, stop having them. If you don't, you are in charge of them being here, so you don't have to have them. Then you don't have to hear any of their ignorant words, because a lot of these men, they want to die. That's why they want someone to feel miserable like them. This is why they speak like this, because they just want somebody and everybody to be miserable with them. This is why they call them lames. These are lames. So just taking from that, don't get locks just for length, because it's more to just having locks than just length. Breaking off, you have to really learn about this, learn about your hair texture. And also, there are mini locks. Like, I want my locks to be a little bigger. Now I've been wanting some bigger locks, but so I didn't know about there's different sizes that I could get. So basically, do more versus what I did is just study more on the different ways of locks that you can get and things like that. And men can get micro locks too. That's not just a female style stab. Even though they call it sister locks, men can get many men can get the locks too. You can call it brother locks. You can get the locks too, whatever size you want that fits your face. If that's what you want to do, then you can do it. So just take in there. Don't get it for links. Know your products. Know your hair. Make sure you don't scratch your hair. Make sure you massage it more. Take care of it. And just have confidence in yourself and things like that, and understand that this is just a body. We have to take care of this body, but do not become addicted to this body. It's gonna make you trapped. Don't become addicted to the body. This is just a body. It's your soul and your spirit that matters, okay? So I want you to understand that, babies, and okay, take that from the video. I love you. Have a great one. Have a peace one. I'm going to end the video right here. So I believe I got every point in there for the hair. My last video that I made, the reason why I thought it was a little more disrespectful, so I'm going to keep this and I'm going to upload this one. Because I'm going to upload this one and stuff like, I want to say disrespectful, but I was just being too real. So this one I'm being real, but I'm like, I simmered it down a little bit to some sweetness. That's why I said I loved you at the end, okay? So just remember to hit that like button so anybody that needs to see this video is able to see it and have a peace one and be great, okay?